Yo, Lito Lolo coming back down to earth here, and there has been an epidemic among the people, mainly seen in women of the United States, spreading worse than the bubonic plague did. That is usually caused by old age or lack of sausage or any phallic-shaped foods. It's as if these women have completely forbade these objects from their diet, but mainly not by choice, which has caused this deep disdain for the world around them, a formidable resentment that controls their thoughts like a parasite attached to their frontal lobe. I am, of course, talking about what society has coined a Karen.
Lee, I'm gonna call Forsyth County on you.
Go ahead.
Now, what is a Karen, you might ask, and how would you spot one? Well, Karens usually share a sense of entitlement, like their existence matters more than yours. Probably going through menopause, which means they are usually middle-aged women. Typically have a dead stare similar to like White Walkers from the Game of Thrones. Not race or sex specified, but if I had to make up a statistic, I would say about 67% are usually white women. Most likely haven't had any sexual relations since Obama was president. And here we have a plethora of clips that will further emphasize that definition. I've noticed a continuous theme with this species of Karens in the wild, and that is for some reason they have the tendency to get agitated when it comes to parking spots.
I'm placing you under citizen's arrest
For what?
for parking too close to my car.
Yeah, just move it. Move it.
Oh, no, you don't, princess. Stop filming!
Karens in parking spots are like bulls with the color red, killer whales with sharks, or even Donald Trump with Mexicans.
Hey,
Excuse me.
what do you
Excuse
want?
me.
Yes,
Roll it down, please.
I'm not rolling. Who the hell are
Sir,
you?
this
What do you-
is private property.
Sure,
this
I'm a
is a
leg
private
mechanic.
lane.
So what?
Sir,
It's a really peculiar enigma that you would have thought that they owned the parking lot for how irate they got.
my American tax dollars.
Their American tax dollars being given equal rights to minorities doesn't fly under their radar. It's like they have a sixth sense like Haley Joel Osment, but instead of seeing ghosts, they detect happy minorities. I personally believe it is a projection of their own self-loathing that is caused by the patriarchy. They never truly did have a voice of their own, like Alicent Hightower in House of the Dragon Season 2, which for some reason would drive any woman to the brink of insanity.
You're gonna be in real trouble. You're sitting in the car. I need to park here.
Here we have this woman who's entitled to this parking spot. That is her parking spot. She felt like she had this one thing that was hers, and this blue-collared man just comes over here and takes it. She had to let her voice be heard.
No, I'm parking here.
But what? This man was not budging? Men, am I right? He should have put it in reverse, stomped on that accelerate, and crashed into the brick wall behind him after this lovely old lady asked him impolitely to move. He should have driven out that parking spot, evicted his apartment lease, and started a new life after this woman disrespectfully asked him to leave. You know, what is wrong with this guy? Is he not a feminist?
You are a disgusting piece of crap.
Your mother.
This man had that comeback locked and loaded. This woman did not know how to react because her mother is probably dead. R.I.P. to Mama Dukes. She was probably a racist too. But let's be honest. She had it coming. You know, don't dish out what you can't serve. It's crazy how these Karens always have this ability to appear as if they were the innocent ones. It's as if they have maxed out cunning on Dragon Age. In this next one, we have the formula for how power-demanding, egocentric cops are spawned, similar to how orcs are made from the Lord of the Rings. Now, granted, we don't have the details on what happened in this video, and both parties are acting pretty irrational at Six Flags of all places. Actually, never mind, take that back. Six Flags is the place I'd actually expect for this ratchet ass behavior. Disney, on the other hand, I would have been appalled. Imagine that. You would have had the whole Disney lineup on your ass. Imagine getting curb stomped by the Seven Dwarfs.
You are what is wrong with the freaking world today. People like you are so disrespectful.
But if we look at this little boy approaching, we start to see the racism really form in his eyes. This little boy is standing like he finna do something. How did he instinctively go into cop stance? And I know what people are gonna say. He's just trying to defend his mother. I get it. But why did he put his hand in the form of a gun?
Look at this. This is crazy. I met my first Karen. I'm thinking if I should run her over, bro.
Karens love referencing their usage of the tax dollar as a defense, as if this man doesn't pay his taxes too. Unless this man's name is Wesley Snipes, I am at least 97% certain that he pays his taxes too.
I'm driving.
And I mean, watch it. As he attempts to drive off, she literally gets in front of his vehicle, preventing him from leaving. This is a hazard.
I'm driving.
Like, you can't make this up. What is she trying to accomplish here? She was standing in front of about 10 tons of Valyrian steel. She was willing to die for this cause. She hates minorities so much that she is willing to take her life if that means this man will get reprimanded by the police. That's dedication. I feel like she gets a dopamine rush when she sees minorities get arrested by the police. She probably has a YouTube compilation saved to her phone whenever she's having a bad day. Just look at how he's safely trying to maneuver his vehicle away from her, and she continues to jump in front of it, screaming, hoping to be seen as a damsel in distress. She kind of looks like Edna from The Incredibles. Now you know what he should have done. Just kidding. Just kidding. Now, in this next segment, we will see the consequences that spark from the actions of these Karens, and how just because you're an angry middle-aged woman in a JCPenney outfit doesn't mean you're the main protagonist.
Shit! Oh damn, nigga, you wanna
Judah!
Here in this clip, we have a grown woman attack a minor, and as a young boy, he was probably terrified for his life. So he defended himself by body slamming this woman on the concrete. A swift takedown, some might say. Now, if she had practice in the arts of wrestling, Muay Thai, or even judo, she might have been able to defend against this, but alas, that is 2 points for the student.
What the fuck, Judah?
Here in this clip, we have a racist Karen tell this woman to go back to her country.
Excuse me, but you did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that?
It always baffles me how people are so prideful over territory that truthfully nobody owns. Sure, you can conquer lands, spread religion, commit genocide to create a mold of the ideal image of a society that your ego broadcasts you like a schizophrenic junkie off the rock. But in reality, none of us own this land. We all die and get consumed by the detritivores that exist in the soil. The end. So what she really wanted to say was, "Madam, will you sincerely retreat back to your homeland because my ancestors conquered this one and made sure millions perished in the process of doing so? But not only that, but I hate my life dearly, and my husband, Sir Williams, is cheating on me with his work wife who has a BBL. Me spewing out hatred is merely a reflection of my own hatred that I have for myself and the world around me." Wait a minute, is bro wearing Armani Exchange?
You just walked into her.
Anyways, this woman got smacked so hard that I think she turned into a Democrat. She's about to go to the polls and vote for Kamala Harris. She was flabbergasted that her actions caused a ripple effect of her getting a palm reading that said, just another peaceful day on the New York subway, you know, pizza, Peter Parker, the Ninja Turtles, Wu-Tang Clan. I've never been to New York City.
You're garbage! You're garbage!
It's always funny how these women enact the assault, but always are so astonished when the energy is reciprocated, because if we could see, she hit him in the face with her Apple product initially, and out of reaction, he gave her a straight jab. She then ults and then starts spazzing out on the subway like a child throwing a temper tantrum. This Karen would then proceed to harass a friend of the man that gave her the never back down special, where he would show great restraint, which is way better than me because I would have had her in the crippler crossface. But alas, at the end of the battle, it was her sitting on the subway seat, defeated and humiliated, resembling Joaquin Phoenix on the Joker.
Yes, I started to record because you're a murderer.
You can't be on your cell phone while you're driving.
Here we have a woman crashing out over this police officer enforcing a traffic stop because she was texting and driving.
You're a murderer.
What's that? Hold that still for me.
Okay, murderer.
Bring that back up.
You're a murdering freak.
Pull that back up for me, ma'am.
Okay, murderer.
She called this man a murderer at least 12 times within a span of 15 seconds. Now, why is that, ma'am? Is it because he's a Mexican? She probably saw a Fox News article about minorities on Facebook and was like, this has to be true.
You're threatening to kill me and my son.
Do all Karens share the same form of schizophrenia? The voices. The voices.
You doing this because it's part of your little gang?
Oh, hell no. What did she say? Nah, this woman might not even be a Karen. She might just be racist. Because what compels somebody to say that? Is that like even okay for anybody to say? I kind of feel bad for this guy because he's just taking the verbal abuse. But to be honest, that says a lot about his character because I would have had her in the master lock talking about stop resisting.
You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
There you go, dear. Have a good day.
You want to be white so bad.
This woman was so adamant about the police officer wanting to be white so bad, and I would like to disagree on behalf of all Mexicans and say, why would he want that? Mexican culture is literally protected by UNESCO, bitch. United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural, bitch. Now this woman apparently got fired from her job as a teacher, and although I have no evidence to back up that claim, the comment section sure seems pretty confident that that was the outcome. And hey, when has the comment section ever been wrong? Am I right? Now I think I have found a solution for these Karens and a way to reduce a numerical statistic for these rage-filled hags, and that is to hire men like Johnny Sins to clean these women's pipes from time to time. You know, make it a profession, a legitimized occupation. Call it the Karen cleaning service, where they provide a service not only to these women but to the restoration of mankind. I know. Anyways, thanks for watching. That's all from me. I'm off to another dimension. See ya.